Israel has pioneered a new type of all-seeing precision weapon, the armed drone. The capabilities of this hunter-killer, which can track a person walking along a street, then strike with precision, are a military secret. To use these weapons against civilians is a war crime. But a Guardian investigation has uncovered evidence from the Israeli military themselves that proves just how clearly these weapons can see. So why did one of these drones kill an entire family having tea in their courtyard? Why did these hunter-killers target a group of women and girls walking down the street holding a white flag? Nearly 1,400 Palestinians were killed in the attack on Gaza. More than half were civilians. 431 of them were children. 6 members of Munir's family were killed by an armed drone. They were having tea in their courtyard when they saw a drone in the sky above, watching them. Then it fired.
إيش انضرب الصاروخ، إيش كتلة نار إجت من هاي من الجهة هاي هيك نزلت. فبعد شوي لما بيطلعوا هلا هو محمد هنا مقطع نصين، أحمد تلت نصاص، وحيد كله محروق عينين ما فيش. أبو وحيد هنا عبارة عن كتلة، البنت نور فيش لها راسها، راسها يعني تقريبا مش مبين.
Fatia is Munir's niece. Her mother, father and 4 siblings were killed in the attack.
يعني مستعد يقطع يعني أخوي محمد رحت أحمله منتف لحم. مقبرة بنزور بيتنا زي مقبرة ومعدين نزور اللي فيها.
The Guardian spent 3 weeks in Gaza investigating why so many civilians and children were killed in the 23-day siege. Were they all cases of mistaken identity? This internal Israeli magazine, obtained by The Guardian, contains eyewitness reports from Israeli soldiers who fought in the conflict. When we investigated further, we found this interview in the magazine's online version, Shavuz. The man quoted is a serving drone operator from the latest offensive. He describes just how clearly these drones can see.
We identified a terrorist that looked like an Israeli soldier. Our camera enabled us to see him very clearly. He was wearing a green Parker jacket and he was walking around with a huge radio that looked exactly like an army radio. He was wearing an army helmet and he was ducking down with a weapon close to the wall wearing black trousers. It was very clear he wasn't a soldier.
Former British artillery commander, Major Chris Cobb-Smith, has 30 years' experience in the world's worst combat zones. He visited the family during his work with Amnesty investigating war crimes.
Why did we see so much indiscriminate killing of the civilian population? And I think questions have got to be asked and investigations have got to be done as to why that happened. We visited a case where a family, virtually an entire family, were killed in their courtyard by one of these drone attacks. They've been hit with an advanced weapon system with extreme accuracy, and to me there's absolutely no excuse whatsoever for this.
قتلوا المقاومة في العملة هاي؟ لا، قتلوا 3 أسر ضيعوه. ما قتلوش مقاومة أو إنهم لا، قتلوا أسرة بريئة مالهاش دعوة.
حرموهم من الحياة، ليش يعني بيحرمونا من الحياة؟ ليش إحنا محرم علينا إن نعيش زي أي دولة تانية؟ ليش محرم علينا إن نعيش؟
وفي النهاية خلصت الحرب، إيش عملوا؟ إيش صار؟ الوضع كما هو. تغير الشيء؟
The sophistication of this technology is really very impressive, and what it allows you to do is watch scenes, watch individual people with phenomenal detail. You can sit over a target area for many hours on end while your presence is more or less undetected.
The watching is done from a control room similar to this one, usually miles away from the battlefield. Then the button is pressed.
كانت الزنانة فوقينا كانت صوتها يعني كانت على مستوى قريب جدا فوقينا يعني.
Mariam's daughter, Maadha, and niece Fatin were killed on January the 8th whilst trying to seek refuge during the fighting.
ما في حد ولا في أي ناس ولا في حد غير احنا وبينات يعني، لا حملات إشي ولا هي نقابات ولا بتتصل تليفون ولا أي حاجة من هذه. بنت صباحها هالكبر كذي، والتاني كمان بنت عمي فاتن هالقد كمان، معقدات ولبسات شنطة صغيرة اللي في إيدها وماشي بتمشي قدامي وأنا وراها بتطلع علي وبتقول لي هيك تطلع امشي 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 زي هيك.
في الموقع، في نفس هذا الموقع كنت أنا هنا وأختي مآثر وفاتن كانوا قدامينا.
ما نشوف غير منها الصاروخ هيك وهالضربة وهالنار على الأرض تنخبط. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
الصاروخ الساخن على وشي، أثر على وشي، ما قدرتش أتحمل، لفيت وشي هيك وبعدين صرت أجري. لما صرت أجري بدأت أتلفت على موقع الحدث، يعني بدي أشوف مين مات، بدي أشوف مين ضله عايش.
يا بناتي يا بناتي قعدت أقول حنتي يا بناتي يا بنات وأنا قادرة أطلع والناس بيسدوني بيقولي تعالي لقيت يضربوا عليكي صاروخ تاني، حينزل عليكي صاروخ تاني من الزناد.
This hole is the telltale signature of an Israeli armed drone. Mariam and her daughter Athea were just 2 meters from the girls when they died.
It can find the target, it can positively identify it, shoot, and then confirm that the right target has been engaged. And it's certainly going on in Gaza and other places where Israel is involved.